Hello, my name is Crisp Tim. Some people call me Crisp, or Crispy, or just Tim. Welcome to Amaranth, my long-term survival world. I wanted to start logging the progress in my world, so I decided to do so in video form on YouTube. A little background on the world before I begin. I generated this world shortly after graduating high school in 2018 on Bedrock version 1.4, which is Java 1.13, the update aquatic. I didn't play much at first. I just beat the Ender Dragon, got my Elytra, was working towards mending tools. I had a few starter base builds, and that was it. I didn't start playing again until peak COVID, where I was playing a bunch with my roommates and hopped back on this solo world. This is the oldest world save I have, so I'm starting here. Most of the progress in this save was completed between the start of COVID and June 2022, when 1.19 released. This is a fully survival world, although I mostly play on peaceful, except when I need hostile mobs. So let's begin. So this is my world spawn. We don't have much around here, but if we turn around, you can see some of my builds already. So there's nothing over here quite yet on this save, except a few experience points. But if we drop in right here, you can see off in the distance, first noticeable build is my large beacon tower. This was created pre-COVID when I originally started playing. It served the purpose of helping me find my starter base, because back in the day, beacons, you couldn't see them from far away. And this allowed me to find my home easily. This is just an old kelp farm used for a bunch of XP, just a bunch of chests, and a bunch of sugarcane laying around here. This is the first bridge I built. This is pre-COVID. I use it to get over to this mycelium island, which is where I built my starter base. No mob spawn here, so I figured it was a good spot. I posted up inside of this mushroom right here. I believe a creeper blew this up, and I wasn't able to repair it at the time. But this is my starter base. I've got a little doggy. Various chests. I normally keep my bed right here. Armory in here. Ender chest. Bunch of different stuff in here. Toolbox. Normally that's inside of there. Got an ender portal. Furnace room. Enchantment room. Expanded storage. This room actually looks really nice. I like it. And then this leads down to my mine shaft. I'll show that a little more in depth in a minute. And so I got a bunch of mushrooms, which are bred up here. This little sugarcane farm is pre-COVID. All this sugarcane is pre-COVID. This is a lamb farm I used for this build, which is post-COVID. This turtle enclosure is post-COVID. Got a couple turtles in here, although they like to stay super deep. I'm not sure on the reason for that. This hill is post-COVID. It's for the purpose of this bridge. This used to all be just flat terrain, or mostly flat. This little fishing hut is pre-COVID. I built it when I was originally playing alongside this and a couple AFK fish farms, which do not work anymore. I was trying to get mending. I'm not even sure if you could trade with villagers for mending back in the day. But this is my large beacon tower, a little pier right here. But this goes to the old build height limit of 256. This is just a giant smooth stone, or it's not called smooth stone anymore, just regular stone sphere on top of a column, and then a little beacon type thing. But this was the old build height limit. I built it to just help me find my way back home. Very simple, no design, nothing on the inside. It's not cleaned up on this save. We got a little expanded farm. Down here just takes me to the mine shafts. If we walk through here, it will take me to the bottom of the mine shafts of my mushroom starter house, where I have some strip mining tunnels, as well as some furnaces, I think. I rarely go down here anymore, although I still remember how to get back. Yes. So we got some strip mining tunnels, lava source. This used to be filled all the way up to here, and I just kept yanking the lava sources, smelting stuff in here. And this tunnel goes back up to my enchantment room, my furnaces, and this hallway is not cleaned up. This is where I was going to put my villager trades, but I realized I'm gonna need way more room. And then again, it's not cleaned up on this build or on this save. So all of that was created pre-COVID, and then I stopped playing for a long time. And then during COVID, I hopped back on. And then the first thing I built was this large bridge, which is inspired by the Golden Gate Bridge. This is all an original build. I just looked at the picture and tried to copy it. It turned out really well. I really like this build. One of my favorites, all freehand. I don't even think I practiced that one in creative. I think that one is straight freehand in survival. Just raw dogged it. It came out so well. Did a little math, measurements, but it came out really well. And then so I built this, and then I got to this island, and then I decided I wanted to colonize all of this. So I started terraforming this, just tree cutting and placing dirt, making this all super flat. This used to all be trees and valleys and grass, all like this, rivers, sands, savannas that I built and made flat. I built all over top of this, took a bunch of dirt. To get a lot of the dirt, I travel in the nether far away, harvest a bunch of dirt so I don't make anywhere near here in my main building area ugly. So yeah, I've been working on that. And then I went and just mined a giant 50 by 50 hole right here, just because I wanted to one day. Well, not one day. I decided to one day, but it took multiple days. So I mined this down to Y12, the old level where you mine for diamonds. And then this is all designed with, these are waterlogged stairs. I've got a beacon in the middle here. It's a not a full mega beacon, but a four wide beacon. I've got some dripstone farming right here. I don't remember what I was using the bees for, to be honest. But in here are all my villager traits. I've got 3 floors. All of these are, what are these called? Cartographer villagers. All of these, there's I think 36 on each floor. All of these are cartography villagers. I used to use them, well, I still do use them for trading. I trade paper to them to get experience to repair my mending. But back in the day, when you healed a villager, a zombie villager back to a villager, he'd give you a discount. And you could heal it one, and then turn it back to a villager and heal it again. You could do that 5 times, and it would stack. And so you could trade 1 paper for 1 emerald. So it was super efficient until they nerfed it, and now you can only get 1 curing discount, even if you cure a villager multiple times. So it's significantly less efficient now. But I have 2 floors of all cartography villagers, and these ones are utility. This floor is all utility villagers. These are all librarians. For enchantment books, these are all farmer villagers. For golden carrots, these guys, I can trade for diamond armor and tools, although I rarely ever use those. These apprentice villagers, I can trade 1 emerald for a bottle of enchanting. And then I keep a shulker box full of enchantment bottles in my ender chest. So when I'm on the road and I need to repair my tools, I can use those. And then on this side, we have my new base, my storage room. It looks pretty sick, I think. This is all automatically sorted. It's not every item in the game, but it's a lot of items, a lot of building items that I frequently use. Input is right here. Output is right here. This is all what doesn't get sorted. But this is each one of these like pods, what is this? 5x3 chunk. These pods, 5x3x5 chunks, are copied from someone else's redstone design, but this design as a whole put together is my own design, all OC, original creation. I'm not good at redstone, but this I'm really proud of. This turned out really well. We got these bubble columns that transport all the items, and it's not done on this save. It's mostly done, but there's still a lot of work to be done in here. And then so we've got some bamboo growing here. This is my expanded storage. It's a giant replica double chest. Just has bare storage. All this stone is from quarrying out this. All that deep slate is from quarrying out a hole that I'll get into in a minute. But we have all those builds, and then this build is one of my favorites. This is my AFK creeper farm. So it's inside of this. I decided to cover it and disguise it inside of a nuclear plant cooling tower. This is all original creation, all my own design. I'm really proud of this. I love this build. But as we go inside, we've got some robots greeting us. There's nothing in here on this world save. But in through here, this is the AFK spot where you stand. In here is the creeper farm. I'm not sure if you can even see this. You probably can. But they spawn in here, go in through here, down these water channels, into the killing chamber, which is through this other door. And then there's a trident killer in there. And so I wanted to make this creeper farm super, super efficient. So I play on simulation distance 4, which I believe mobs can spawn in I think it's a 96 block diameter sphere around the player. So if a mob is within that 96 block sphere and then they walk outside of the sphere, they'll despawn. Nothing outside that sphere can spawn. So from that AFK spot, every block within a 96 diameter sphere is spawn proofed, except for in the creeper farm. So the only mobs that can spawn and will spawn are in the creeper farm, so it's super efficient. So these blue flowers all around the outside of this creeper farm denote the outside of the 96 block diameter sphere. Every block within that is spawn proofed. It's either lit up, it's leaf blocks which can't be spawned on, they're half slabbed, illuminated. This entire cooling tower is all built on half slabs, as you can see. Everything is half slabbed. And then to deal with the caves below, I basically dug another perimeter like that. It's not as deep. It doesn't have to go to Y12. But there's another perimeter dug below it, which is where all the deep slate came from. Just right here. This was a big hole. Now, this used to be fully spawn proofed, but then I decided, well, I didn't decide. I've wanted to create a bat cave for a long time, so I figured I have this giant hole underneath the ground. I might as well put it here. So I built my bat cave here. On this save, it has yet to be spawn proofed. On a later save, this is all spawn proofed with half slab and stone bricks, so it's easy to tell what has been half slabbed and what not. Inside the bat cave is all spawn proofed. On this build, I don't think it is, but this is the tentative entrance to the bat cave. Nothing is illuminated on this save currently, so it might be hard to see. It's also not completed and not spawn-proofed. It is very barren right now. But in my bat cave, I wanted to have a waterfall exit. So at this quarry, I decided to put the waterfall exit, but I didn't have a river. So I had to terraform in this river, which I'd never done before. It came out kind of janky, but I like it. It doesn't look super good. But I have this terraformed river, which goes over here and just connects normal nature. Over here, I've just got my sheep farm, a bunch of wheat. It's pretty laggy over here. A bunch of entities. And then this is my manual sugarcane farm. I just come over here. Just manually harvest sugarcane. Use it for trading with my villagers for XP. Use it for gunpowder and fireworks with my gunpowder. I have a little iron farm over here. I intend to expand this super flat region out quite a bit, but that still has yet to be done. And yeah, this is the plant build. I've got a path that goes all the way around it. Just got a couple buildings on the outside with nothing in it, but these are spawn proof. They're lit up too. This one actually has like a kind of supposed to be like a generator or something. But I think that is pretty much everything on this save at this point. Again, this is all the progress between the start of COVID and June 2022 when Bedrock 1.19 released.